Hello, everyone! When Seventh Heaven first graced our screens in 1996, it wasn't just another family drama, it was a phenomenon. Week after week, millions tuned in to see the Camden family face life's toughest lessons with love, faith, and forgiveness. But time changes everything. Behind those wholesome smiles were real struggles, heartbreaks, and shocking scandals that no script could ever predict. Nearly 3 decades later, the cast of Seventh Heaven has faced it all: fame, loss, and redemption. So today, we're pulling back the curtain to reveal the truth about how the stars of Seventh Heaven have aged in 2025. Stephen Collins was the heart of the series as Reverend Eric Camden, the wise father who always knew the right words to say. For 11 seasons, he was television's image of moral strength. But the man behind the character hid darkness that would later shock the world. Long before fame, Collins had been Hollywood's go-to good guy, but typecasting trapped him. When the fame from Seventh Heaven arrived, it made him a household name and a prisoner of his image. Then came the fall. In 2014, a leaked recording revealed Collins admitting to misconduct with minors. Overnight, he was erased from Hollywood. Projects were canceled, reruns pulled, and a once-admired actor became a symbol of disgrace. Now at 78, he lives in quiet isolation. His estimated $4 million net worth a faint echo of a man who once preached morality on screen, but lost his own way off it. If Reverend Camden was the show's heart, Catherine Hicks as Annie Camden was its soul. She embodied compassion, resilience, and strength, the mother who held the family together no matter what. But behind her calm smile, Hicks was fighting silent wars. In 1995, a car accident left her with spinal injuries so severe she feared she might never walk comfortably again. Yet she pushed through the pain and took the role that would define her. Years later, during the show's final seasons, Hicks was secretly battling early-stage breast cancer, undergoing chemotherapy between filming days. She told no one, determined not to disrupt production. After a career marked by persistence, Hicks finally retired in 2023 at age 74. Leaving behind a legacy of courage that matched her on-screen persona. While others played by the rules, Jessica Biel made her own. As Mary Camden, she was the rebellious daughter, and in real life she fought to escape the show's good girl image. At just 17, Biel posed topless for Gear magazine, hoping to shed her innocent persona. The backlash was instant. Conservative fans revolted, and the producers wrote her out of the main cast. But that scandal became her turning point. She reinvented herself with powerful performances in films like The Texas Chainsaw Massacre, The Illusionist, and Candy. Her marriage to Justin Timberlake turned her into half of a Hollywood power couple, though it came with public scrutiny and rumors of infidelity. Through it all, Biel endured, raising 2 sons and building a reputation as a talented actor and producer. Now 43, with an estimated net worth of $20 million, she remains Seventh Heaven's biggest breakout success, a rebel who found redemption. Barry Watson, who played Matt Camden, the responsible eldest son, carried the weight of adulthood both on and off the screen. His early success continued after the show, but life threw him a devastating curveball in 2008 when he was diagnosed with Hodgkin's lymphoma. Chemotherapy forced him away from acting, and even after remission, the fear of dying young haunted him. When the cancer returned in 2017, depression followed, but Watson refused to let it define him. His openness about illness and vulnerability inspired fans who had once seen him as the perfect big brother. Now 51, Barry continues to act, balancing family life with his wife Natasha Gregson Wagner and their daughter. His story is one of survival, quiet, powerful, and deeply human. Then there was Beverly Mitchell, who played Lucy Camden, the emotional heart of the family. On screen, Lucy was sweet and sensitive, always desperate to be taken seriously. Off-screen, Beverly battled similar insecurities. Fame came young, and the pressure to stay perfect created years of anxiety. In 2018, she suffered a devastating miscarriage 5 months into her pregnancy, sending her into depression. With therapy and time, she found healing and courage to speak openly about her loss. Today, at 44, she continues acting while raising 3 children with husband Michael Cameron, co-hosting her podcast Catching Up with the Camdens, where she reconnects with her TV family. Her journey is one of heartbreak, resilience, and hope, much like Lucy's. David Gallagher, who portrayed Simon Camden, faced a different struggle. After leaving the show in 2004 to attend college, he found himself lost without fame's structure. The transition from celebrity to student sent him into isolation and depression. For years, he withdrew, unsure of who he was outside Seventh Heaven. But his voice brought him back. As Riku in the hit video game franchise Kingdom Hearts, he found new purpose and a loyal following. Now 40, Gallagher focuses on voice work and family life. Content in his quieter success. Proof that some stars shine brighter once they step out of the spotlight. For Mackenzie Roseman, who played the youngest daughter Ruthie Camden, growing up on screen was both a gift and a curse. By 15, she was struggling with health issues caused by an unbalanced vegan diet. Fatigue and weakness followed her through filming, but the real heartbreak came later. In 2018, her mother died of cancer, sending Mackenzie into years of grief and depression. She stepped away from acting entirely, vanishing from the industry that had raised her. Years later, motherhood brought her back. Now 36, she's re-emerged in gritty, independent horror films, a far cry from her wholesome Seventh Heaven days, but a powerful reinvention on her own terms. Few knew pain like Jeremy London, who portrayed Chandler Hampton, Lucy's love interest. His life mirrored the broken faith of his character. After early success in Mallrats, addiction consumed him. Arrests, rehab, and a brutal mugging in 1996 left him with lasting trauma. Even during Seventh Heaven, he was fighting to stay afloat. Who played the confident Roxanne Richardson, faced her own silent suffering. Behind her strong persona, she fought a severe eating disorder brought on by Hollywood's impossible beauty standards. By 2010, her condition had become life-threatening. Years earlier, a devastating bicycle accident had nearly ended her career. Even as she recovered, her marriage collapsed in 2015, leaving her with debt and emotional scars. But Rachel never gave up. Now 49, she continues to work, appearing in shows like The Magicians, a survivor who found strength in vulnerability. George Stultz, who portrayed the loyal Kevin Kinkirk, lived a life marked by both triumph and tragedy. Before he ever stepped onto a TV set, he was a rising football star, until a devastating head injury in 1998 ended his athletic dreams. Acting became his second shot at success, but fate struck again in 2010 when a skiing accident nearly ended his career. His marriage later collapsed amid painful accusations, testing his strength all over again. Yet even after the setbacks, George refused to quit. Now 50, he continues to work steadily in television, proving that true resilience means standing tall after every fall. The story of the Brino twins, Nicholas and Lorenzo, who played Sam and David Camden, remains one of Seventh Heaven's most tragic chapters. The playful twins who once filled the Camden home with laughter both died far too young. Nicholas in 2019 at just 19, and Lorenzo a year later in 2020 at 21, both victims of heartbreaking car accidents. Their deaths stunned fans and co-stars alike. Meanwhile, Sarah Thompson, who portrayed Cecilia Smith, overcame years of pain and abuse in her marriage to actor Brad Henke, finding redemption through her comeback role in Midnight in the Switchgrass. And Adam Lavorgna, known as Robbie Palmer, left acting behind to become a doctor of naturopathic medicine in Toronto, a man who turned heartbreak into healing. Even Happy, the Camden family's beloved dog, endured his own trials, quietly replaced after his 2001 death so the show's magic could live on. For 11 seasons, Seventh Heaven showed us a family built on love, faith, and forgiveness, but behind the scenes were real people fighting real battles. Nearly 30 years later, their stories still remind us that even the brightest stars carry shadows. So which cast member's journey moved you the most? Let us know in the comments below. And if this story made you remember the magic of the Camdens, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more untold Hollywood stories. Thanks for watching.